Baseball, apple pie, and Chevrolet. Absolute staples of American heritage, but how does a car manufacturer get to such an esteemed title over, say, Ford, who revolutionized the assembly line, or any of the other GM giants? Well, Chevy made a lot of engines, but one in particular stands out as being quite popular. So much so, in fact, that I bet most mechanics can still tell you its firing order despite having been discontinued in the early 2000s. I am, of course, speaking of the one and true 350 small block. What? You mean the same 350 cubic inch that generously made like 160 horsepower in the 70s? Hear me out. There were several different iterations of this engine, and the Clean Air Act justifiably made everyone make drastic sacrifices to performance at the time. But for every one thing that they got wrong with this engine, they got two things right. Here are a few examples. Simple, reliable, available. Line up the dots, set the rotor to aim at cylinder 1, spray some boom juice, and at the very least you'll hear it cough, if not idle. There were just about as few moving parts in an engine as you can get for an 8-cylinder, and this thing had that lightning in a bottle that just seemed to make it work. The same power plant that would motivate GM's flagship sports cars would also be seen from construction sites to courthouses. It became the learning platform for future generations to figure out how to build engines, myself included.
Sorry, I just think I'm too stupid to understand this.
And once more,
you can f***ing work on it!
The tools and knowledge required to make and keep this thing running were so low that there was practically no barrier of entry. It was comically practical. If you had just a little spare time and an iota of patience, you can do it.
They need a fine adjustment.
But quite possibly the biggest factor of them all is the aftermarket support of this engine. You can see it in just about every corner of motorsport with every modification available, and probably for bottom dollar. Movie cars, drag racing, drifting, asphalt, dirt, whatever. If you need it to do something, someone probably makes the parts for you to do it. Easy power NA, easier power boosted, satisfaction guaranteed. It did more than just show us what an engine could do. It showed us how an engine should be made. And if you think that was a decent engine, wait until you hear about what comes next. In the meantime, let me know about what your favorite cars are and what you'd like to see featured in the comments. If you like cars or car-related content, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you see when I upload. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Now go drive safe, stay curious, and have a wonderful day.